Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Colorado Avalanche versus Ottawa Senators game. Ottawa starts Merrillainen in net, and Colorado starts Wedgwood. This game starts off with a bang as 2 minutes in, Cleveland lays out Ivan. Manson comes over and drops the gloves with Cleveland. Cleveland gets the first punch on Manson, but then Manson lays 3 or 4 punches back on him. Manson ends up taking him to the ice, and both of them will spend 5 minutes in the box for fighting. Right after that, Drury gets a 2-on-1 chance, but it gets gloved down. About halfway through the first period, the Avs force an icing call on the Senators. On that faceoff, Manson gets the puck and he rips a shot through 5 bodies and scores. We're only 10 minutes into this game and Manson is having himself a great night. He is only an assist away from having the Gordie Howe hat trick. With about 3 minutes left in the first period, Wedgwood has to come up with a huge save and the Avs repay him with dominating play in the Senators zone. First shot goes wide, but the Avs pick the puck up and feed it back to him, and this time he's able to wire it by. With a minute and a half left in the first period, Girard gets called for tripping. The Avs PK easily keep the Senators off the board for the first period. 20 seconds into the second period, and it looks like Manson's night might have turned around because he takes an interference call. This would give the Sens 12 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time, but that's instantly killed off when Cale Makar clears the puck down. The Avs finish bailing Manson out, and he gets the puck as soon as he hops out of the box. Manson finds McKinnon. McKinnon would drop it to a flying Makar, and he would wire it by. With the second assist on the goal, Manson now has his first ever Gordie Howe hat trick. At this point, Sogard does come into the game. Not even 3 minutes later, Pinto comes in and he rings one off the crossbar. No one knows where this puck is until Wedgwood points it out to the ref and it's in the net. A minute later, there's a net front scramble and Wedgwood has to make a few huge saves. The Avs finally get the clear, but the Senators enter the zone again. They're able to create another net front scramble, but this time they're able to pot it by as Zetterlund taps it home. The Avs challenges for offside, and it's a very quick review. It was an obvious offside call and the goal comes off the board. 9 minutes left in the second, Amadio hooks Drury and then he fakes a shot at Wedgwood. After that, he skates towards Kelly and falls over and then gets all upset. The ref still has Amadio go sit down 2 minutes for hooking. On that power play, McKinnon would feed it to Natchez, and Natchez would do his best Draisaitl impression as he would wire one home from the goal line. A minute later, Manson rips a D-to-D pass to Burns. Burns throws a shot on net, it bounces off Shabbat and in. 6 minutes left in the second period, Brady Tkachuk would end up hitting Manson in the face during a board battle. The ref had him go sit in the box 2 minutes for high sticking. 8 seconds into that power play, Pinto high sticks Nelson, and now the Avs have a 5-on-3 for almost 2 full minutes. McKinnon would feed Nelson a cross-ice pass, and Nelson squeezes one by to put the Avs up 6-1. Not even 2 minutes later, Manson throws a shot on net through a screen, and it goes in too. Now the Avs are up 7-1, and Manson is one fight away from a double Gordie Howe hat trick. I think that would be the first double Gordie Howe hat trick in NHL history if it happened. A minute later, it's apparent the Senators have no response but to try to hit all the Avalanche players. This causes the Senators to be all out of position, and the Avs bury another one. This time, Solovyov would find Nelson, and he would put home his second of the night. So after 2, the Avs lead 8-1, and Manson has himself a 4-point night. We know from the last couple minutes of the second period that all Ottawa's going to do this third period is play physical. This means that the Avs need to protect themselves as they're already down a few top players. We start to third, and the Senators put Merrillainen back in net. 3 minutes into the third, and big man Tim Stützle takes a run at the smallest guy on the ice, Samuel Girard. Stützle then drops the gloves and hits Sammy before he even gets his gloves off. Once Girard does get his gloves off, I think he surprised Stützle a little bit by how feisty he was. Girard would end up taking Stützle to the ice and sit 5 minutes for fighting, and somehow Girard got an extra 2 minutes for roughing. The Senators couldn't generate anything on that power play, and they respond by taking a run at Wedgwood. Makar then gave Ehlers a few shots as Ehlers went to the box for goaltender interference. On that power play, the Avs give up a 2-on-1. Wedgwood is able to make the first save, but Tkachuk buries the rebound. 8 minutes left in the third, big man Nick Cousins takes another run at Sammy G. He completely misses and then tackles Sammy after he misses his hit. After he throws Sammy to the ground, he drops his gloves, and he just kind of looks stupid there having his gloves off with a down player on the ice. The rest would give him a 10-minute misconduct, and he would hit the showers for the night. Also, he got 2 minutes for roughing to put the Avs back on the power play. The Avs just played it safe on this power play and killed time, but the Senators continued to lose control of this game. Grigg would take a slashing penalty, and he would also get a 10-minute misconduct and 2 minutes for slashing. He would go join Cousins in the showers, and all the last 5 minutes of this game was Brady Tkachuk going out there and trying to cause havoc. Too little too late response from their captain. They needed that response about 6 goals ago. The Avs completely embarrassed the Senators and send them packing with an 8-2 loss. A lot of Avs players had really big nights tonight. Manson got his first ever Gordie Howe hat trick and has himself a 4-point night. McKinnon had a quiet 4-point night. Both Natchez and Nelson hit 20 goals tonight, and you had 3-point nights from Makar, Nelson, and Colton. This was a great response from the Avs after having 2 losses back to back. See you in the next one.